father spoke French to the river and snow. His mother spoke Shawnee to the wind. He spoke bold in silence in the language of tracks, where the core of discovery couldn't begin. Lewis called him indispensable. Clark wrote his name wrong every time, but when the hunting failed and the tribes went cold, it was Drouillard who held the line. Half the blood of the old world, half the blood of this land. He read the earth like scripture with his eye and his hand. They wrote the captains in the history books. They forgot the man who led them through, but the mountains remember Drouillard's blood mixed red and French and true. He talked with his hands when the words ran dry. Every nation understood. He brought in the meat when the men went hollow. He brought back the ones who got lost in the wood when they reached the Pacific and turned for home. Most men follow the river back east. George Drouillard looked at those mountains and stayed, half civilized man, half beast. Half the blood of the old world, half the blood of this land. He read the earth like scripture with his eye and his hand. They wrote the captains in the history books. They forgot the man who led them through, but the mountains remember Drouillard's blood mixed red, the French and true. Blackfoot found him on the Three Forks, 1810 alone. They say he sold his life for a dozen of theirs before they finally brought him down. Lewis was already dead by his own hand. Clark was pushing papers in St. Louis town, and Drouillard fed the ravens on the Missouri bank without a monument, without a sound. Half the blood of the old world, half the blood of this land. He read the earth like scripture with his eye and his hand. They wrote the captains in the history books. They buried the man